Hey guys, so I had an interesting project plan for this week, but as usual I procrastinated to the point where there was very little chance of me getting it actually done, and then I had some technical difficulties, so this is what you got this week. This project I'm talking about, a few weeks ago I mentioned that I had borrowed a heat gun from a friend. That was going to be this project. I suppose in lieu of an actual project, I'll just tell you a little bit about it. A few of you who watch my videos on a fairly regular basis might know that I brew my own beer, wines and mead. I tried my hand at cider. I tried my hand at a couple times, but I only have one fermenter, which makes it a pain if, say for instance, I have, well, just this past Christmas time-ish, I had a blueberry wine in the fermenter, and I killed both my kegs. I just pulled that blueberry wine out, what, probably 2 weeks ago? Maybe not even, maybe like a week and a half. But I got some beer in there now, but it's a pain having the one fermenter. So I have a couple of those large 18-liter, 5-gallon water jugs for the water coolers. They're not ideal, but I figured, why not? I got a bunch of them lying around. They're only worth, what, like $10 to return to the store. And some stores only accept their own brand, so I have no idea where I can return these. So I figured I'll make one. I'll make another fermenter out of one of these. But I want it to be a very special fermenter. For those of you who don't know anything about brewing beers and wines, there's essentially 3 types of fermenters. You have the Home Depot plastic bucket, which is what I use, which is what probably 60% of beginner brewers use. That number was probably even higher than that. But very reliable. Doesn't cost a lot. All you got to do is drill a hole in the top for the airlock, and you're off to the races. You can start. The second type is glass. I can't recall the exact name, and it's gonna bug me now, but I'll put a little note across the bottom here. But it's glass, and it's in a similar shape to those water jugs. Carboy. It's a carboy. The third type, and this is a fairly new thing to home brewing, and this is what's called a conical fermenter. And what it is it looks like any sort of vessel you might see, straight walls, top, except on the bottom it's got a funnel, and it's coned down into a single point on the bottom where you can draw off your yeast. And I'm not going to get into it too technically, but you can draw off your yeast, your trub, and then a little bit further up there's a spot where you can pull off your liquid. And so what I'm going to do with this water bottle, it already has sort of the right shape, but looking it up online, there's a lot of people saying that it's not quite, that angle is not quite steep enough. So I'm going to use that heat gun and try and stretch that neck out a little bit. So it's, instead of being the 30-ish degrees that it is now, it's going to be more of a 50, hopefully closer to 60 degrees slope on that neck. So that'll be step one. I'll do that, and then I'll probably put the project to the side. Not the actual project, but the idea of the project to the side for a while, to make sure that this thing is actually going to work as a fermenter, period. Once the side is stretched, I'll take and I'll brew something in it, and we'll see how well that works. And then I'll come back to it and do some more stuff to it. I want to take and put a valve on what would be the opening for the water. That little cap, I want to put a valve on there. I plan on drilling a fairly large hole in the bottom of the bucket, of the bottle, and then putting a cap on there. And then I want to put a spigot in the side about 6 inches up from the cap, and but we'll see how all that works. And I guess for now, you guys have yourselves a good day.